you know what? The most frustrating thing about being a mere mortal on the street, someone like you and me, as I set out a day before me of a split shift in the school holidays, as we look on this main stage, this hooray of celebrity, whether it or government, you know, we as the people who have got streetwise can understand what's going to kick off, the reaction that's going to come. We can understand the backlash they're going to get off the action they commit, because we're used to it. You know, and we all knew it with Harry and Meghan. The minute it sat down with Oprah, that it was going to be a disaster. And we've all known it and known it and known it every step of the way. And you look on now and you think, as never, as people labelled it way back in the day when it first come out, after American Riviera Orchard, and how that never rolled out. And you just think, I think we just need to accept, although it's hard, that she's just like a desperate housewife. She's someone who's got a husband on her arm, the royal family name, a titles to disarm, and she's able to just play like this on the main stage. Ooh, I want to be a podcaster today. Ooh, I want to make jam today. Ooh, 2026, I'm going to make clothes because it's leading me that way. Too much money, not enough brains, but that need, that greed, which pulls her through to our screens. And before anyone comes at me for speaking on her, she chooses to place herself. I'm just giving a customer review, not that I'm a customer mind, a people's review. You know, like we see on Alan Sugar, you know, The Apprentice, and they get that scope room where people come in and they look at the product and they form their opinions. That's what I'm doing, you know. And to hear her speak and damage herself yet again with her own words, because at this point in time she's spoken that much along with him too, where she's created this own inventory, this own document of her own evidence where she's spoken before, or should I say lied before, when now she speaks it collides and we go, oh, another case of hypocrisy, another case of a lie exposed in front of our eyes, and people come at me for having an opinion on someone that will lie to me on the main stage consistently. So we have the name Lilibet, in which the Queen, a personal name in which her dad used to call her, a private, away from all the shebang of being royalty, you know, this special name in which Philip used to call her also, you know, remember those two, the nan and granny and granddad, the Queen and her husband, her strength and stay, and how we watched their demise as Harry and Meghan chose to step out and say, or should I say drain the life out of them in the last few months of their existence. And we watch that, and again, that's why I react like I do to anything they pursue. And there's all this like, you can't call her that. And if you were on good terms, if you hadn't have spoken about the monarchy 2.0, if you hadn't have been, of course, this would have been a lovely gesture to name your daughter after this, but you've had people feeding through, anti-monarchists, all because of you. And now she's of course, you know, this beginning mom, 3 and a 5-year-old, straight out the gate, like beginner, right? Come back to me when your children have been through puberty, adolescence, and you've done all of that. But even then, you couldn't correspond with the rest of us because you've got that much money in the bank from the people you tarnished, who I've just spoken about, because it's just, Anyway, I digress. You just like, oh my God, as never, as ever, whatever. Like, that's what we're watching. A desperate housewife, someone with an husband on her arm who pays the bills, yet she preaches about feminism. Like, seriously, it's laughable, but also frustrating that the main stage don't understand that the people see it current day. The world we live in today, we're not hidden, we can see. And we can see actually because Harry and Meghan got paid for us to see, to listen, to watch, to be shocked to our core because they kept giving some more, you know. And I listen to this woman after watching everything she's done, as she gives me advice on not sharing this name, in which there was so much controversy on of a lie she told about they took that name and they asked the Queen, but obviously not, because you just exposed yourself once again. But the irony of taking parenting advice from someone who's isolated their children away from all the loved ones in their life, like she's like this guru of parenting. They're 3 and 5, like I say, come back to me when they're 25.